Ultima 3 and 4. Ultima is one of those series that I respect its influence more than I actually enjoy the games. So I find them interesting from a historical perspective, and some of my favorite RPGs were very much influenced by Ultima, especially the Saga series. But the combat is just unbearably slow and simple, so I find it kind of hard to actually play them for a long period of time. Let's see. Family Stadium 94. It's a baseball game. I like baseball, but I don't actually like baseball video games all that much. And this one is not really an exception. Kai is actually in this game. Kai. But her stats are extremely bad. She's like one of the worst players on the Namco team. So I can't really forgive Namco for that. Interestingly, this is the last Famicom game that Namco published. And they published more Famicom games than any other company, including Nintendo themselves. And actually their second last Famicom game was Family Stadium 93, the previous year. This one came out December 1993. Family Stadium 93 was December 1992. So it's kind of interesting that despite being such a prolific publisher, they kind of stopped releasing Famicom games in the 90s, or at least in 93, even though Konami and Capcom and other companies like that were still regularly releasing new games. Got Gekito Stadium and focus Famicom Yakyuban. Two more baseball games. Gekito Stadium I actually enjoy quite a bit, as far as baseball games go anyway. I think it was called Bad News Baseball in North America. A pretty solid game. But again, baseball video games not really my thing. The appeal of real baseball is kind of different than what you're actually doing in a video game. And I find fielding in video games tends to be really poorly represented. City Adventure Touch. It's based on the manga Touch. Mystery of Triangle. I haven't played this one much, but from what I know, this is basically Kusoge. Rockman 4. It's the only Rockman game that I have. Not my favorite, but it's up there. Ikinari Musician. Family synth, I guess, synthesizer. This is a very unique game. It's it's not even really a video game. It's a music creation game. Basically, you can play piano and play chip tunes. What you can actually do is fairly limited, but there's really no other official software for the Famicom that allows you to actually play around with music creation and record some melodies or whatever. And you can also just play alongside some preset tunes if you're into that. It's really cool. I wish you could get really deep into controlling each channel, each of the chiptune channel, and create your own entire song. But for what it is, it's pretty neat. Money Bomb Jack. This is one of those games like Quest Akai, I feel like you have to really get used to the controls before you can appreciate it. And I haven't played this one enough to really adapt to it, but I do want to spend more time on it to kind of get good, because the controls are pretty strange. Takahashi Meijin no Bokenjima, Adventure Island, just a classic platformer. I really like those simple, straightforward platformers where it's just run forward and jump. Not a lot of puzzle solving or whatever. Like whenever I play Mario 3, I kind of get bored in the stages where you're finding the exit of a cave that's a maze. I kind of like to just go forward and jump. So, I really like this one. Family Quiz, Yonin wa Rival. Yeah, it's a quiz game. I bought this one because there's a cute girl on the title screen, but I can't really play a Japanese quiz game from the 1980s just because I didn't grow up in that culture. I don't know the answers to the questions. So yeah, I can't really say much about that. Sugoro Quest, Dice no Senshi Tachi, Quest of Dice Heroes. Pretty interesting game. It's a board game RPG hybrid. There's 4 classes to choose from, and each quest you have to go around a board and roll dice, and depending on what spaces you land on, there'll be different events. The battles, you throw dice for your attacks. So it's pretty interesting as a novelty, but the battles get pretty repetitive, and the balancing is not great. For most of the game I played as the mage character, but then towards the end I realized that she's actually like the weakest character in the game. Although magic can be good, because you can stack defensive buffs until you take 0 damage, which is ridiculously overpowered, but offensive magic kind of sucks. Yeah, so it's worth playing for the novelty, but don't expect a very well thought out game. My Own Secret Castle. I actually haven't played this one much, even though it's probably, well, I wouldn't say it's one of the more well-known Famicom games, but I think most people who play Famicom regularly have probably played this. Though I just haven't spent much time on it. Okay, Dragon Quest 1 and 2. I like all the Dragon Quest games on the Famicom. These ones are, well, I think most people would agree are the worst. Even though I do enjoy them, they're just way too basic and a lot of grinding. Well, Dragon Quest 1 certainly has a lot of grinding, and 2 towards the end, it just, when you're trying to find the orbs or whatever. Lastly, Elysian. This is a top-down action RPG. There's a few different classes. It's kind of Zelda-like, but more RPG stuff to it. I haven't finished it yet. I'm thinking of playing it all the way through soon. And was I missing something? I think that is it. Hope you enjoyed watching this, and let me know if there's any Famicom games you think I should check out, or if any of the games I showed sounded interesting to you. I just like talking about Famicom games, my favorite console, and yeah, let me know if you like more videos like this going maybe into more depth about certain games, because this is something that I would like to enjoy for people who want to talk about Famicom games. Yep. Take care.